I'm already filthy.
Very clean.
All right. Welcome back to 3-Day Weekend. We're back with the Pro, the 2020 Pro XP. We are working on the shocks and springs today because, like so many others, we have some pretty severe shock rub on there. I'm worried that we're going to rub right through and we're going to ruin our shocks. The other side is maybe a little bit worse than this one. Where it is rubbed all the way through. So I've tried to, yeah, that's pretty bad. I've tried to do a fix before and it kind of slowed it down but didn't fix it altogether. So today we have a fix and we're gonna do it so that I don't have to worry about the shocks breaking ever again. Ever. Let's do it. We're ready. Let's fix these up. I've got a box here from Suspension Armor. He's been working on these for a little bit. I've seen them in the forums and stuff, but I figured let's take a look at it and give it a try. Ordered the kit to do all 4 of them. First thing I noticed is that adhesive. And then inside, stainless steel, I don't know, sort of collars, shields, whatever. Different thicknesses to put on our shock tower. See, he's got a little note in here. I'm reading his very important instructions. And he also included his phone number on here. Call or text this number. We're gonna work on this Pro XP and get him on here. Step 1, we're gonna pull these shocks off. 18 millimeter, holds the bottom of them. I pre-loosened that one for camera's sake. It's coming. There's an 18 up here too. If I get it loose, I can reach up with a pneumatic. We're in that rock light right there. There we go. We got one. We got one. Oh, I forgot the very first step. Put this back. I just set it right there. We're supposed to put a mark in an inconspicuous place because our seam is going to wrap around and be on the back. Here. There. Take our shock down. There it is. Set it carefully on the floor. Got it. Number 2 is out. Same with this one. Make our little mark.
Such a pretty mark. Jeez, that took forever. Man, muscles.
Boy, that sucker was on there tight. Oh my gosh. We got her!
Woo, so much faster this time.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know if I mentioned it before. That's a bright light. But it is, these are all 15 millimeter. They're out. We got them. Now, the most dangerous part of this entire procedure can begin. Spring prep time. I hit these with PB Blaster last night. These little cushion buffer rubber thingers. And now I was able to stick a screwdriver in and prime down just to give us a little bit of a gap. So we've got these prepped. Now I have my contraption rigged up to my lift here. Seems safe and legit, right? Should be fine. I'm gonna put the head of the shock down there, put the other one there, put these couple of spring compressor clamps sitting on there, and use the lift to compress the spring. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. There we go. I got my spring compressors lined up with the arms of an old bolt cutter. What could possibly go wrong? All right, go ahead, let it down. And stop. Stop. Okay. We just Just gotta get this out of the way. There you go. And that is stuck. There. And lift up. And stop. There we go. That's one. See, I know what I'm doing. Doesn't get too much easier than that. And I still have all my fingers. There it is. And I got some labels here so that, well, it was all lined up. Someone must have moved it. So that I know where it goes. I put it back together. One with the arrows pointing at each other. Now the small ones, a little shorter, so I'd just stack up some wood there. We're ready. Go ahead, hit it. Yep. That was the sketchiest one of them all. Good. That's that. I don't know, you be the judge. Is it more sketchy to do spring compression tools or to do it that way? I'm going to go on the record and say don't do it that way. When I went to order these, I didn't want to get the front ones because I felt like they were in good shape. Because you can see they're in good shape there, good shape there. But look at all the damage inside. Eventually it was doing the same thing. It's hard to show on the camera, but it is pretty worn through there. So it's definitely happening on all of them. So I got them all over here. We're on to the cleaning phase. I just have my regular old drill with a wire brush on it. Looks pretty close work of it. We're just going to shine that up until it looks like that. This is pretty alarming, guys. Whoever says you don't need to take care of this issue is crazy, because look how much wear there is. I mean, I know I'm not sitting straight, but you can plainly see that is substantial. I don't know how thick these housings are, but dang, man. How much can there be left in there? That's awful. Terrible. I guess my only regret at this point is I didn't do this sooner. But anyway, now that they're all clean, we're going to get some carb or brake clean and spray these off real quick. Make sure they're all nice and clean and dry before we start the next phase. I have one in the vise, and I have the small one first, the small thinner one. That's going to sit right here. I've sprayed the inside of this out with brake clean real good, so it's clean. And then I have the second one on standby. There it is. Also sprayed with brake clean. We're going to spray the outside of the little one once I get that all set. And I have the adhesive ready. So I'm going to apply the adhesive to this. And then I'm going to put the little one on there. We're going to spin it around, make it seat real good. And then he just set it up here and let it sit for 10 minutes so it started to cure before you put it in position. While we wait for that to dry for 10 minutes, I just doubled my productivity. 2 at a time. See that? Doubled productivity. Ew. 10 minutes is up. So we'll put the first one down into position. But I don't want it lined up with that mark. Oh man, this stuff is sticky. Yeah, that's not going to come out once we're done. I'm going to hold up this one just to see. Yeah. Because he says you don't want this one to be under that. You want that one to be a little proud. So I just make sure my spacing is good, which it is. And then we'll throw a couple of clamps on there. Here they are. I didn't lose them. I knew exactly where they were the whole time. Yeah. We'll let that cure for another 10 minutes. In the meantime, this one will be ready in 3 more minutes. This one's still drying, but this one has been sitting for 10 minutes. So we're ready to go. Let's see where that line is. Make sure I'm an inch off of it and slide it into position. Oh yeah. Oh, this stuff is gross. I feel like that video where that guy's trying to transfer the contact cement between 2 different cans. It's sticky stuff. Okay, we will give that 10 minutes. Your 10 minutes are up. We got the next sleeve ready to go on, but I'm going to just rub the outer side of this with a rag with some brake clean on there. He didn't mention that in the video, but I just want to make sure there's nothing left on there. You know, I've been manhandling it and whatnot. Oh, that contact cement comes off with brake clean too. That's nice. Nice and clean. Now let's get it hooped up. You. Alright, mark is right there. So we're just going to drop this right down in. It doesn't really matter at this point yet. That right there and let it sit another 10 minutes. I'm gonna grab a rag and just try to clean up these little strings here while we wait. And 10 minutes are up on this one. Alright, 10 minutes on that. 3 minutes left on that one. 10 minutes is up for this guy. I'm going to look where the line is, right there. Ugh, and drop this straight down on it. Right about there. We're going to throw 3 clamps on there. One at a time, fellas, one at a time. I could see the bottom of the inner sleeve right there, so I put the clamp just up onto it. Now that one has to go sit somewhere for 24 hours and think about what it's done. Alright, time is up for you. This one's gotta go over here. Just let those guys dry for 24 hours. I'm gonna go grab the front shocks. Clean these up with brake clean. I'm gonna spray these out with this brake clean real quick though. Definitely want to test fit that and line them up, because I just noticed that this one was not adjusted exactly the same as this one. I had to drop this divider down by by 2. We should be good now. Okay, 10 minutes, starting now. Alright, I'll do this one. There you go. Okay, timer's running. There we go. Good gap on all those. We'll let them dry for 24 hours. They've been sitting for 24 hours. Well, truth be told, 48 hours. But we were busy yesterday. So I'm gonna take off all these clamps and see if I can polish off some of the yellow, the contact cement we didn't need. Make them a little cleaner. A while back I put these AGM Products slides on here, and that is to slow down the wearing, and they did seem to help, but now that I've put these on, I mean, they didn't fix the problem altogether, but now that I have these on, of course they don't fit. So I have the factory rear one here, and that fits just fine. The theory behind these metal ones is that this metal was supposed to be softer than that and wear out, so that the wear is on this replaceable part, and these fit tighter to the threads than that one, so they can't bind and wear out. But clearly, I mean, that is true, but I don't see any wear on the inside of this, really. Maybe a little bit on this edge, but that didn't save me. So these are out. OEM plastic is back in. We're on the next phase with the front shocks now, and we're trying to get these to fit. He also has an instructional video on the site for getting these to fit. I thought they would be worse than they are. You know, it's like they almost fit, and you just got to take a little bit off. So I went down to Harbor Freight, got myself a little kit here, sanding drum kit. It's got 80 grit and 120. That's the coarsest they had. I think he said he used 40 or 60. 80 will work. So we got the drum all set up. I'm going to throw this little divider up here in the vise, and we're just going to keep sanding out the inside until it slides free with no catching. Hopefully it won't take too much. Switched to the smaller one. The big one was exactly the diameter, so when I stuck it in, it grabbed and things did not go very well. So yeah, smaller one. Board that out. Now it's nice and free flowing. Second one is done. Fun fact, realized when I was almost done with the second one, I had 120 grit versus 80. I meant to grab the 80, I don't know what I was thinking, so it would have taken less time with the proper grip. Oh well, we got her. That's one. Okay. I did this right. It should just slide into position. The front ones go to 44 foot-pounds, and the rear ones go to 74 foot-pounds. You thought we were done, huh? Did you catch that this wasn't done yet? I was just testing you to make sure you were paying attention. If you took that off, make sure you tighten that down. That also gets 74 foot-pounds. That's what they look like installed. Pretty cool. They look like brand new shocks with no wear on them. We will see how they last. I have pretty high expectations from these, but I think we should be good. We will find out. Yes, we will. Alright, well that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Anything that happens with these, I'll be sure to put them right in the comments. Any issues or updates on how many miles we have onto them. I also have a playlist of the Pro XP or any of the other machines. If you like these videos and you're interested in that, you check out the playlist. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again for another video on 3-Day Weekend.